What's up, LinkedIn/YouTube video? So I'm gonna remake this video since last time I made it, I deleted it because that's a long story. But anyways, so now that I'm a bit more calm, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss the privilege of neurotypicals, you guys. Okay, so I think it's important for you guys to understand that you guys have no comprehension of how lucky you are to have executive functions, okay? Now I keep reiterating this message over and over and over and over, and it's gonna keep being reiterated until you guys get it through your freaking skulls that you need to quit pushing your expectations upon other people, okay? To have executive functions is to be able to long-term plan, to be able to persist towards a goal, to be able to push even when you're tired, to be able to have consistency, okay? Today has been a bunch of bullshit, more or less, because I've been dealing with a bunch of shit with some psychiatrists and whatnot, but especially in Moscow too, these people are just conceited idiots because for whatever reason they want to believe ADHD is a myth, or and they just have a bunch of stringent policies for getting treatment, whatever that is. Okay, so there's that. And I remember a time when I was talking to one of these nurses. She was a psychiatric nurse. I was telling her about some of my issues and all the bad things that happened to me. Okay, so, and one of the things that really off-put me about this lady is every time I would just say shit, she would just like shrug me off like I'm a nobody and shit. And I would ask her, I'm like, do you know what it's like to lose everything? Do you know? Do you comprehend what that's like? Are you able to empathize with me? And she's like, no. I'm like, do you know what it's like to lose jobs and you don't know why? She's like, no. Okay, then shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of arrogance that neurotypicals you guys have. You guys are very arrogant, and you guys really need to learn some empathy, because I don't know about you, but people with ADHD, executive deficit disorder, we deal with a lot of bullshit, a lot of fucking bullshit, and I'm getting real sick and tired of having to deal with this shit and having to keep explaining it over and over and over again, okay? So I don't really know what it's gonna take, but something's got to give, because this shit is getting ridiculous, and it really just pisses me off at times, because people, they just act so conceited about people that just want to get treatment and they want to get medication. Some of my friends even express the same frustrations because there's these stigmas with stimulants, etc. And people are saying, oh, it's addictive, and people are abusing it. But the thing is, you guys are abusing it, not us, okay? Most of the pervasive stimulant usage abuse comes from college students who are not medicated or who buy it illegally. Okay, so this comes from you guys, not from us, and we have to suffer the repercussions for it, which is bullshit. Okay, so I'm just getting this off my chest right now. It really pisses me off, because people go loody doody da and like to give all these advice and suggestions and shit as if it's like such a trivial disorder and shit, and it's just it simply isn't true. It's just a lie, and I sense to some degree that there might be some resentment from you guys for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, because I mean, frankly, you guys are the privileged ones here. I'm not. I mean, I don't get the happy ending. I don't get these goals. They don't come to me easy. They come to me after I rip my freaking teeth out, okay? I have to rip my teeth out to get towards my goals, okay? And even then, it falls apart. Meanwhile, you guys just get it easy, and I really feel like there's a double standard here, and it's just laughable, you know. And let me give you an example, okay? We have one person, neurotypical normie, who produces insulin every day. they can eat all the sugar they want and whatever. And now you imagine if you had another dude with diabetes, okay, type 1 diabetes, and you denied him his right to get insulin, and you're telling him, oh, just work harder or eat sugar or practice or some shit. Do you see how ridiculous you look, or how arrogant you come off as? These people are doing everything they can, and you're just coming off like as an asshole, and people really fucking hate it, okay? Another example, I guess the best analogy I could give is everyone has 2 legs and I have none, okay? That's probably the best example I could give you. That's really what it's like, and it really is profound, and it really does destroy people's lives. So treatment should be readily available to those that have it. It should not be ridiculously difficult. And I don't know if it's education or what it takes. It's like, it almost seems like there's like a mixture of resentment, miseducation. I don't know. It's just a bit of entitlement, privilege. In some respects, I almost feel that some neurotypicals don't want people with ADHD or executive deficit disorder to get better. It almost seems like you guys want them to suffer. And for all you people that feel like that, you can go fuck yourselves. Really, go fuck yourselves. I really must emphasize that. And you might see me posting on LinkedIn, and I'm always being negative, but it's not being negative. It's just doing justice. It really is, man. Like you guys, I mean, I could sit here and hate you all day, but there's a reason for it. Because when you're a neurotypical, a normie, you project these expectations on us, and then you want us to fucking be handicapped just because the disorder seems invisible. It's a joke. And you guys need to get over yourselves one way or another, you know? I'm just getting really sick and tired of it. Getting real sick of it. And you can tell it gets me angry. It gets me angry because there's other people like this who are suffering as well. Like, seriously, like, I remember I told a couple of my friends about this, and they just, like, they nodded off. Like, I really don't think neurotypicals really know what it's like to suffer. Like, really suffer. Like, there's a reason why people with ADHD have a 4 times higher likelihood of committing suicide. There's a reason for this. Why would they ask themselves to be made like this? You honestly think they were pretending? Are you kidding me? It's a joke. Like even when I was at Wendy's, and even when I did everything, I think that was probably what broke the camel's back for me. It was Wendy's. I was just so fucking pissed. Like, I did everything I could possibly do to impress you monkeys, you neurotypicals, okay? And no matter what I did, I would still miss details every single time. I would look incompetent, and sooner or later they were gonna fire me because I simply was not a good worker, okay? So that was the 4th job I'd been through in 5 months. Why would I want to go through that many jobs and have to pay bills? That doesn't make any sense, man. You know? So there's other people with the same exact problem, and I'm a very high functioning person, and all my coping mechanisms didn't mean anything. Okay? And every day I'd come home and I'd collapse on the bed, dead exhausted, and I'd only work, I don't know, 30 hours. The neurotypical girl over there, she'd work 50 hours, and she'd say, Drew, why are you tired? You know? As if she was like showing her superiority over me. And I think that's the part I really hate the most about you normies out there. You act like, I don't really know how to describe it. You act as if that I don't know what it is. You want to act as if everything is fine, but you want us to say this. You want us to stay the same so you can have your advantage, because you know you have your advantage, and if we got treated, then you'd have to actually work harder. I think that's what it is. That's what I'm getting from you guys. That's what it always feels like, okay? I might make a part 2 of this video. This is all I have for you, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't take this the wrong way. It's just, I'm just really frustrated. You guys need to learn some more empathy, okay? And maybe I wouldn't dislike you so much. Have a good day.